So how can we tell if a function is even or odd? If we're looking at the graph, we simply use that idea of symmetry. If it looks like there's a mirror along the y-axis, and the side to the right of the y-axis is a mirror image of the side to the left of the y-axis, it's an even function. If, on the other hand, we have this rotational symmetry, where if you take the graph and you rotate it about the origin, so this part rotates onto this part, right? If we were to rotate the book, do that without moving my camera, I'm not sure. Okay. If we rotate the book, we get the same thing, right? So this is rotational symmetry, this is an odd function. However, if you don't have the graph, you can still identify whether a function is even, odd, or neither by using the formula, right? So if we look at this, let's try a couple. These are examples from page 232. This is still in section 2.2. So A says f of x equals x cubed minus 6x. And if you have your definition out, remember that a function is even if f of negative x equals f of x for every x, and it's odd if f of negative x equals negative f of x for every x. So to test if it's even or odd, or neither, we plug in negative x. So f of x is x cubed minus 6x. F of negative x is negative x cubed minus 6 times negative x. What does that equal? A negative cubed, so negative x squared would be x squared because you're negative 1, right? This is the same as saying negative x is the same as negative 1 times x cubed minus 6 times negative 1 times x, right? So the negative 1 cubed stays negative, x cubed. So negative x cubed is the same as negative x cubed. And then our negative 6 times our negative 1 becomes positive. So we get negative x cubed plus 6x. I'm going to do a little trick here, and I'm going to factor out the negative 1. So we end up with negative x cubed minus 6x. Well, x cubed minus 6x is f of x, so that's the same as negative f of x. This is an odd function. B, we have g of x equals x to the 4th minus 2x squared. Let's try plugging negative x into that. So g of negative x equals negative x to the 4th minus 2 times negative x squared. Negative x to the 4th is the same as negative x squared. Squared, square a negative, it turns positive. This is the same as x to the 4th minus 2 times x squared, which equals g of x. This is an even function.